Welcome to the exciting world of spreadsheets. Think of a spreadsheet as a giant grid. It's like a magical canvas where you can organize information, calculate numbers, and gain valuable insights. In this journey, we'll explore two fundamental concepts: cell referencing and complex formulas. Don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. Imagine a spreadsheet like a city map. Each cell is like an address, uniquely identified by its column letter and row number. For example, A1 is the top left cell, B3 is in column B, row 3, and so on. These cells are where you store your data, whether it's numbers, text, or dates. Cells are the containers for your information, and understanding how to refer to them is crucial for working with formulas. What makes spreadsheets truly powerful is their ability to perform calculations automatically. This is where formulas come in. A formula always starts with an equal sign and tells the spreadsheet what operation to perform. Relative referencing means that when you copy a formula to a different cell, the cell references within the formula adjust automatically based on their relative position to the new location. Let's say you have the number 5 in cell A1 and 10 in cell A2. You want to add them together in cell A3. In A3, you type equals A1 plus A2. This formula tells the spreadsheet to add the value in A1 to the value in A2. Now, if you copy this formula down to cell A4, the formula will automatically update to equals A2 plus A3, adding the values in A2 and A3. This automatic adjustment of cell references when copying formulas is called relative referencing. It's like magic. Sometimes you want a cell reference in your formula to remain fixed, no matter where you copy the formula. This is where absolute referencing comes into play. You use dollar signs to lock a cell reference, either the column, the row, or both. Imagine you're calculating the sales tax for different products. You have the sales tax rate, let's say 6%, in cell C1. Now you have a list of products with their prices in column A. To calculate the sales tax for each product, you'd multiply its price by the sales tax rate. In cell B2, you would type the formula equals A2 times $C $1. The dollar signs before the C and the 1 mean that the reference to cell C1 is absolute. Even if you copy this formula down to other cells, the C1 reference will remain the same, ensuring that you're always multiplying by the correct sales tax rate. In many scenarios, you might need a mix of relative and absolute referencing within the same formula. For instance, you might want the column reference to stay fixed while the row reference adjusts. Let's say you have a table of student grades with student names in column A and different subjects in subsequent columns. You want to calculate the average grade for each student. In cell B2, you can use the formula to calculate the average of the grades in columns B, C, and D for the student in row 2. The dollar sign before the column references, like in $B and D, ensures that when you copy this formula down, the column references remain fixed, while the row reference adjusts for each student. Section 5. Introduction to Complex Formulas, Unleashing the Power of Functions. While basic arithmetic operations are useful, spreadsheets offer a vast library of built-in functions that can handle more complex calculations. Functions are like pre-built formulas designed to perform specific tasks. They take arguments or inputs and return results based on those arguments. For example, the function adds a range of numbers, the function calculates the average of a range, and the function counts the number of cells containing numbers in a range. To use a function, simply type its name followed by an open parenthesis, the argument separated by commas, and a closing parenthesis. Section 6. Concatenation joining forces. Sometimes you need to combine text from different cells. This is called concatenation, and you can use the ampersand symbol or ampersand to do this. Let's say you have a list of first names in column A and last names in column B. You can combine them in column C to get the full names. In cell C2, you would type. This formula takes the first name in A2, adds a space, and then adds the last name in B2. Section 7. Conditional logic making decisions with if. Spreadsheets can even make decisions using the function. The function checks whether a condition is true or false and returns one value if it's true and another value if it's false. For instance, you can use the function to check if a student's average grade is above or below a certain passing grade. Let's say the passing grade is 70 and you have the average grade in cell E2. In cell F2, you can use the formula. This formula checks if the value in E2 is greater than or equal to 70. If it is, it returns pass, otherwise it returns fail. Section 8, your spreadsheet journey, from beginner to magician. Mastering cell referencing and complex formulas is like unlocking the true potential of spreadsheets. You can automate tasks, analyze data, and gain valuable insights. Remember to start with the basics, practice regularly, and don't be afraid to explore the vast world of functions and formulas. As you become more comfortable, you'll discover endless possibilities for using spreadsheets to simplify your work and life. So go forth and unleash your inner spreadsheet magician.